Patreon to stop playing it twice in my ears. Things in our ears.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah. Hey, Scott.
Hi, Tom.
Happy Friday.
Thanks, man. I had a weird night. I woke up like a lot in the night with like a weird sore throat, and I thought, well, that's not going to be good.
You're like,
and by about noon today, about an hour and a half ago, it left. So I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Explain that. You can't do it with science.
No, science is, you've moved beyond science now, Scott.
Thankfully.
There is no science. There's only Scott.
Yeah.
Okay, so a week and a half ago, Eileen was like, I feel like I might be coming down with something. There's just like a tickle, but it's nothing. And then she ended up getting a cough and having to take some extra naps during the day. But it didn't totally like lay her flat. Mm-hmm. And I thought, ooh, man, I dodged a bullet. And then on the weekend, I was like, feel like I might be coming down with something. I got a tickle in my throat. So I went out and I got cold ease. Have you ever heard of cold ease?
No, I've never heard of cold ease. It sounds like someone slowly putting me in the snow. That's what that sounds like.
EEZE, I think. That kind of ease. But it is one of the zinc lozenges that has the version of, it's a mess out there, Scott. There's all these places like, hey, we've got the zinc. Well, first of all, if you're swallowing the zinc, that's just a supplement to your zinc intake. That's not going to do anything for your cold. Right. You have to dissolve it in your throat slowly. Then it's clinically proven to reduce virus replication. And not every lozenge has the version of zinc that'll do it that they studied. So you have to be careful to find the one that has one of the two ones they've studied, or it might not work. But cold ease is one of them. So I started taking cold ease, and I think it might be working.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm usually so skeptical of those things, but I'm happy to hear.
Yeah.
You know,
the science on the zinc thing is that they have found that it disrupts virus replication, and that if you take it regularly, as soon as you start to feel the symptoms, right? Once you're sick, it could help a little, but the biggest effect, as soon as you start taking it, it can reduce your symptoms and reduce the length of the cold. It doesn't cure it though.
Sure.
So I think that's why a lot of people are like, I tried that zinc thing and it didn't work. It's like, well, you were still sick, but you don't know how long you would have been sick. So, maybe you would have been sick less longer. But
that's true. There's no way to know, but I'm always on the look for that. I don't know. I didn't even do anything. I just thought, well, if I'm still feeling rotten tomorrow, I'll do some Dayquil or something. And I woke up this morning and said, I probably ought to do that. And then I got busy. I'm alone this weekend, so I just have the dogs. And I was making sure they were all good and taken care of. And then I started like kind of feeling okay. And then I'm like, well, we'll let it ride.
Yeah.
And then suddenly at noon, I was like, I don't have it anymore. Whatever this was, it was real brief. If it was, I don't even know. Maybe it was just a allergy thing, or I got the windows open. So maybe it's that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea.
What about your Mac?
Oh, good point. My Mac OS 26 now.
I left all my windows open, and now my RAM is all taken up.
Yeah.
That's better than what I was going to say, is like, maybe you didn't get a cold because of positive zinking.
Oh, positive zinking. I like that. If you're trying to get me to draw a cartoon, I'm about to do it, because that was pretty good.
I am trying to get you. I actually thought of a good cartoon for you.
Oh,
I thought of a cartoon premise that I was like, I bet Scott could draw that and make it funny.
Tell me more.
I'm trying to think what it was now. See, this is the danger of starting that kind of story, right? Because then you're like, but heck if I can remember.
Been here before, done this before, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, it was one of those like through the years, like in the 70s, it was like this, and down in the 80s, it was like this, and nowadays it's like this.
Sure. Well, if it comes back to you, you know my number.
Cool story, Tom.
Yeah. You know where to find me. And I am, I'll tell you this, in a world that is complicated and a lot of things you could satirize, there are days where I don't know what to make a joke about. So anybody has ideas, let me know.
I get that. Yeah.
I'll hook you up. Yeah.
Gosh, I wish I could remember it. It was like back then it was simple and now it's complicated kind of premise. I remember all of that about it, but not what it was. Yeah.
See, if I don't write these things down, I'm screwed.
Same. I'm effed. I had an idea for Jen Cutter and I are doing a month in review for DTNS, and I had an idea for that I almost totally forgot, but then it finally came back to me.
Oh, that's great.
We're the month in review is going to be Jen and I picking what we think the biggest stories of the month are and then chatting about them a little. And I thought, wouldn't it be funny if we asked ChatGPT what it thought?
Ooh.
And then see if we agree.
Wouldn't that? Yeah. Don't look until you've made your picks, right?
Yeah, we make our picks and then, I
like that a lot.
We go ahead and edit that. By the way, Dr. Gary Tolbert is a gem.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Not that you didn't know that. Not that I didn't know that. But I had it reaffirmed because I interviewed him for an episode that's going to go out in the DTNS feed on Sunday about Tylenol.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot wait for people to hear this episode.
Yeah.
It is so good. He is so good.
He's really good. If he was everyone's doctor, we'd have a different world. He's so good at his stuff. He knows exactly what to say, what not to say, knows the name of everything.
What not to say without causing you to feel suspicious or like he's leaving anything out.
Yeah.
Just brilliant.
Yeah, he's one of a kind. I wish they all were like him.
Amos and Roger, I see you guys there, and you can join whenever you want. I didn't want to force you into
hi, Amos.
The thing.
Oh, nothing for me, Scott. Thank you.
Oh, there's Roger. Hi, Roger. Oh, speaking of colds, Roger's got a cold or something. You all right, man? I hear it in the voice.
You need cold.
I'm getting over a cold. Am I still congested?
A little bit. That's all right. You have the kids and the school and the whatnot. I've been trying to avoid that stuff like the plague, because it is the plague.
I did.
Yeah, you've been trying to avoid the plague like the plague.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard.
It is very difficult, but I'm very far away from them, and I'm still feeling the effects.
Validating the cliche.
Action, spooky cold action at a distance.
That's right. Well, you try this stuff Tom recommended today. I forgot we just called it easy cheese, not easy cheese.
Coldies.
Oh, Coley's, yes.
Just squirt some easy cheese up your nose, and you're all set.
Well, I mean, you still sound congested, but you'll feel much different.
Mm-hmm. We are not sponsored yet by Coldies.
No, yet.
Or Easy Cheese, for that matter.
We are also happy to be sponsored by Easy Cheese.
They owe me for a teenage years full
I have
of Easy
been a
Cheese
consumer
consumption.
of Easy Cheese.
Yeah.
In my life.
Is that
I
the
did
same
a lot
thing as
of
Cheese
Easy
Whiz?
Cheese. Yeah, it's a little like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of a competing brand, I think.
So a cheese product, but not really
a cheese-like product, I'll say.
Contains elements of cheese.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mostly just emulsifiers and like
emulsifiers.
Yeah. Things that make it thick.
Coldies. There you go.
Smells vaguely of cheese.
Yeah.
Smells vaguely
short and
of
colds up to
Coldies.
by 3 days. I guess.
Yeah.
Clinically
It's
proven.
up to part right there that
Yeah. Well, it's the other thing is
because
if I
it
have a
depends
cold.
on when you take it.
But if I have a cold for like 2 weeks, 3 days, sure.
The problem, you guys are the problem with why this doesn't.
Victim
why this
blaming.
doesn't-
nice marketing tactic.
I'm not marketing anything. Because this is the problem with this kind of thing is like everybody takes it and let's say their cold was going to last 12 days and the cold lasts 9 days. They're like, well, that didn't work. And it's like, because you can't know that it would have lasted 3 days
You can't know.
However, there have been actual scientific studies where they administered zinc to people and found that the control group colds lasted about up to 3 days longer than the people in the
This control group of over 65.
Okay. Are you here to help or are you here
All
to
right.
spread misinformation? Like,
Listen,
pick a side.
Scott. What you do is you spray the air with alcoholic mist, preferably vodka.
Don't do that.
Alcoholic
no.
mist.
Stop.
Alcoholic. Where do I find an
What is our
alcoholic to
freaking
squeeze
mission,
his-
Roger? Helping each other misunderstand?
Mist, right?
Misunderstand. I get it.
one of the great things about being on a call with Roger is I don't have to, I can like let my Tom.
I stormed off and left.
Yeah.
Tom's out of here. He's like,
One of the things
I'm
about having Roger in the call is that I don't have to be the one that's, downplaying everything.
I don't have to be the. You don't have to be the troll.
yeah.
No, you
We
can
don't
do
not
want
even
trolls.
trolling. It's just-
I thought the
I
whole
can just
point of our
sit back
entire
and-
company and 12 years of doing this was that we didn't want trolls.
I think you're right.
I mean,
think you don't.
What
I don't want
I've learned really is that as long as you wash your hands, for the most part, and don't eat on any trips, like
Raw
outside of
sewage.
like outside of food that you've personally like observed being made.
Yeah,
it's okay. Like I normally don't get con crud because one, I don't shake too many hands. Two, I always wash my hands before I go to a meal or anything. And three is just you go to bed early and you drink a lot of liquids, especially during the
yeah. And me and Will Smith, not the rapper / actor / slapper, but the Will Smith we all know and love. He and I've talked about this before, but if you just don't touch your face at a convention, it's like 80% of the battle. I've been to every BlizzCon except 2, and everyone I knew got sick but me. And it's not like I don't get sick. I do if I'm exposed. But if you don't touch your face, and I never did, I made a thing about it. I was like, not touching my face. And you wash your hands a lot, you won't get it. So there's my solution.
When you eat, use utensils. Like I mean, there's a lot of handheld food, sandwiches, burgers, whatever, but I use a fork, even if it's a plastic fork and knife.
Here, I found the study. 7 randomized trials with 575 participants with naturally acquired common colds. Mean common cold duration was 33% shorter for the zinc groups of the 7 included trials. 3 trials used lozenges composed of zinc acetate and found the colds were shortened by 40%. 4 trials used zinc gluconate, and it was reduced by 28%. So that's what I was telling Scott before you guys joined, is it's really hard to find the zinc lozenges it's really hard to say zinc lozenges.
Yeah, that's hard. I don't like that.
But it's really hard to find the ones that have gluconate or acetate, because a lot of them have zinc, but it's the wrong one. And it's like, well, that won't do anything for you.
Yeah, I don't even know what's in something that says zinc unless, I mean, obviously.
You have to look at you have to read the label.
It's in Centrum, right? Didn't it used to be in Centrum, like the complete thing for...
Yeah, but that's not a lozenge.
Yeah,
so
right?
If you take that won't do anything to the cold because it goes into your gut. You need it to be in your throat.
Oh, right. Well, now you're making me hungry for lozenges.
Just stay home, Scott.
Now I just want to eat a lozenge.
Yeah.
Lozenge.
A lozenge.
So who's paying $600 to $1,000 for an Xbox ROG Ally?
You might think I might because of what I cover and do.
I'm just wondering who. Like, is there someone? Yeah, no,
I guess I'm feeling a little. What's the word?
Ambivalent.
Not ambivalent even. I'm in a wait and see on this one because this is either going to be a gigantic deal for Microsoft and it's going to really change things the way they describe it, broadening where their games can be and be played and all that. At that price, it better be really great like that. And I just don't know that I need that thing to simmer through the holidays and see how it does. That's what I mean.
There isn't enough gravity around it that I can see that would make.
Well, yeah, it's not that big.
But I mean, like in terms of
it's handheld, not orbital.
There's enough.
It's actually quite a bit smaller.
Like if they threw in like a year's worth of like Game Pass Live, I can see it, but they're not. You know what I mean? Like
they're going to do their usual thing, which is like a month of Game Pass.
Yeah, but that's what I'm like. I don't think a month would cut it.
Okay, so Jen Cutter on DTNS today surprised me by saying she thinks it's worth it, and her argument was, when you buy like a Switch 2, you have to buy the professional quality controllers, you have to buy the games, and you end up spending as much. So to her, if you already have Game Pass, because you would anyway, this makes perfect sense. Now, if you don't have Game Pass, if you're the kind of person who is buying this without having Game Pass, then maybe it doesn't make sense. But even then, you probably have a bunch of games you can play on it. So if the purchasing of games isn't going to change because you have this, then she's like, you don't have to spend extra for the games because you'd buy them or getting them anyway, and you get the professional controller. Then she's like, then the advantage over the Steam Deck is that you've got Windows, and you've got support. Not that Steam doesn't have support, but you've got Microsoft support, which could be a downside for some people. I understand.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know. That was her argument. I'm curious what y'all think.
It's a decent argument. The problem, or it's not even a problem. The Steam Deck is great for what it is, but it is primarily focused on Steam, the Steam ecosystem. The nice thing about this thing is it is not focused really on any ecosystem. They'd like you to do the Microsoft services, but I can play on there, no problem. I part of me's got this weird beef with whether I want to have a version of Windows on my handheld, and I think I don't.
I don't even think.
But
that's
that makes
the issue,
it more.
but
That makes it more compatible.
In yes, you're right about that. There's more compatibility across all the multiple stores. I guess what I'd like is for them to give me
less compatible.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, so my argument against it has always been you're ostensibly aiming this at a PC gaming market, which itself is so atomized amongst PC master race gamers who will afford anything in order to have the best in terms of graphics fidelity, performance, and then you have people just I want to play the game.
Yeah.
If it were more like the Steam Deck, where you just didn't really have to think about playing, conscientiously understanding, you have only so much storage space, you only have, what I mean, where it truly is
but
just a console
on the ROG Alley.
I mean, you don't, and you do. If you get the big one, it's got tons of space. You shouldn't have to think about that too much.
Yeah, you get a terabyte.
The
and
other issue,
and it's really meant for Game Pass, I guess. Where you're
they want you using Game Pass, but the fact that I can run, I guess I've been spoiled by Proton and the Linux environment on the Steam Deck for its simplicity and its focus of use case. It's like this is what this is for, and I'm not saying that the version of Windows they're going to have on this ROG isn't going to be a slimmed down, more sleek, more capable for this sort of focus type OS change. That there is talk of that. It's not just straight up 11, as far as I know. That could make a difference. I don't know. I just don't want to be fiddly. I want it to be get it, go. If I want to get under the hood, fine. But I just want to have, I really want to see their new interface. There's a lot of talk about that. So I don't know. Complicated.
I look at it and I say it's a viable product, but I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's being any sort of barnstormer. I still think it's going to be a niche product that will be popular within a segment of gamers, but not necessarily.
But that's exactly what Microsoft thinks too. So I don't think they are looking at it as
then what's,
their
I mean,
leading
why
product.
not? I mean, is the whole idea just to have these Microsoft branded handhelds instead of we farm it out to Asus instead of just doing it internally. Why?
I think the reason you just described it, this isn't going to be a barn burner mainstream thing.
Yeah.
It is a very lucrative niche, and so what better way to do it than partner with somebody who's already doing it, put your name on it.
Is how lucrative do you think it will be?
Steam Decks are
lucrative
very popular.
enough.
Steam, but it's how many people make Steam Decks?
Steam.
Yeah. So,
but Steam OS is on some other devices, including ROG. You can order it that way.
Actually,
but my argument is it's one thing to have it internally and you control all the aspects. Microsoft has done this before, where they sort of farmed out, like with the MSX, they farmed out the hardware to third parties. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't.
Microsoft also had a very successful farming out of the hardware with Windows.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I mean,
and that's
did they just happen to be at this cusp of where?
Well, and you say tomato, I say tomato.
Well, no, but
right?
I'm just saying.
They didn't produce any PC hardware for years,
not for a long time.
Yeah, and even then, they're still kind of not. They're partnering.
And I think that's what they're doing here is, and it may not work. That's totally fair, but I think what they're saying is, it makes more sense for us to create a platform, operating system, and interface, and go to dozens and dozens of manufacturers and let them all make different versions of them, because we'll sell more that way. We'll see which ones work, and then maybe eventually we can make a reference design of our own. I think it's easy to get in the headspace of so there's an Xbox and this is their strategy for the Xbox. And it kind of doesn't make sense if you look at it that way. But if you look at it as Microsoft isn't we don't care about making an Xbox handheld. We care about getting Xbox and our platform on as many places as possible. Then it starts to make sense to me.
I totally understand that. But I think this just muddies the waters unless it's a straight up.
But does it muddy the waters any more than Lenovo and Asus?
I think a broader swath of consumers will be confused But I don't.
Well, is it a niche product or is it a broad product? Because
that's what I'm saying.
Niche product,
but that's what I'm saying. It's a niche product, but the way you're pitching it is trying to spin it as a broader.
I'm not. That's not the way I'm pitching it at all. I'm saying Microsoft wants to be everywhere, so they're going to be in your browser, they're going to be on your phone, they're going to be on your console, they're going to be on your PC, and they want to be on handhelds as well. And so this is part of that entire strategy.
Yeah, I agree with Tom on
and
that.
as big or small as handhelds go, it's actually pretty low risk for them to say, Asus, go make something. We get paid. Yeah. And then you are taking the risk of whether this is going to succeed or not. And we've actually diversified our risk because you're not the only one that's going to do this.
It's also a win-win because in Asus's case, they are Asus's case. Anyway, they are already making these. This device is already a thing.
Right.
This is a new version and it is upgraded, but they are also going to sell their models that they already sell with those upgrades separately. And you can choose to put SteamOS on those at purchase or Windows 11 and the new Microsoft front-end interface. So I understand Roger's point, but I don't think it muddies anything because to Tom's point, Microsoft doesn't care about the hardware wars anymore. They don't care at all.
I mean, I totally understand that. I think from a product kind of just like comprehension category, I think is just confusing. I'm not saying that it's not the right move, but I think.
What do you think is confusing about it? And the reason I ask that is, to me, there are 6 million people, at least according to some stuff I just searched on the internet, 6 million people who bought handheld PCs. So the category is defined, and we know what an Xbox is. And so we know, that's going to get me those kinds of games. Mm-hmm. So to me, it seems like, I'm buying a handheld that can play those kinds of games. That doesn't seem too confusing. Explain what you think is confusing.
I think it's so. This is the thing. Let's use Netflix as sort of an example. Netflix is everywhere, but there is no such thing as a Netflix box, right? There's no net box that you buy. There's no Netbox hardware. You don't need to go to Roku.
Yeah, there was.
But they stopped.
Yeah.
To your point.
That's what I'm saying.
This was the Netflix player, and then their strategy became put Netflix everywhere.
Yeah, just put it everywhere, and then no one gets confused about the hardware. They just see the label, and then they know it works in a particular fashion, in a particular way.
See, you're so close because this is what Microsoft wants.
Yes, I know,
exactly.
and I understand. I understand that. I don't think this particular strategy, however, really. I understand that.
So,
it's
Roger, you're saying you agree with I guess the three of us on what Microsoft's strategy is. You just don't think it works.
I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna work.
I think it's gonna work, and I think it's gonna be amazing. And I think they're gonna stop building the Xbox completely and just go this route.
I also think it's gonna take a while. That's the only thing about it that may be weird is gaming moves at the speed of sound and. Light sometimes.
Yeah, I think we only get one more iteration of actual Xbox hardware dedicated from Microsoft, and then after that, we will have gone to a place where handheld gaming is good enough that Microsoft can get their console concept in a handheld and still have the PC market, and they'll just be two places you can play the same games. Yeah. I think that's going to be the case. We only get one more Xbox
for the Microsoft Surface Xbox.
I mean, it's not that crazy of a thing, honestly, to say. Like, I could see them doing a branded. I mean, a lot of this hinges on how well they handle the branding and how well loyal Xbox people flow through this new thinking and how new people like it. And how well it works. Like, there's a lot on the line.
Pointing out that the ROG Ally Xbox Ally won't play Xbox games.
Yeah.
I mean, technically. But that's a problem of the transition that Microsoft's trying to make of Xbox be this brand for all of its games. That's not specific to the Ally, but that is, to your point, Roger. That is a brand
it's going
confusion
to play. Yeah,
of like, wait, I bought this and I have these Xbox games. Can I play them? In some cases, yes.
Yeah.
If you're paying for the subscription
thing, though.
Well, it's just a license, but there is a technical issue, right? Because the way that Xbox runs it. Yes, the Xbox OS has elements of the Windows kernel in it, but it's not Windows, and so you don't necessarily have all the same baggage.
Yeah, but those
I think
same
Microsoft's
games,
argument is like that distinction's dying.
it is
No,
dying.
well,
That is
yeah,
exactly
but it's
right.
still there. That's what I'm saying. It's
still
one
there
thing to
now,
say
but
like, don't pay
I-
attention to the giant hole in the wall until you fix the hole in the wall.
Yeah, but
There's a
gamers-
hole in it.
gamers-
But the
don't
hole's
care.
the hole is getting smaller.
Yeah,
Like,
but
that's-
gamers don't care. Gamers say,
On
"Wait,
its own.
I can play Fallout 4 anywhere on this thing,"
Yeah.
and you say, "Yes, Microsoft owns that. That's a
You
Microsoft
just- and that's
Xbox
part of
game."
it. Is like I don't know if you are you appealing to gamers or are you appealing to people who want to play that specific game, right? Like for example, Fallout. Oh,
Yeah.
I watched the Fallout series on Amazon. I really want to try out this game. I don't want to know about the underlying hardware. I just want to be able to click on something all on my computer.
And you'd be able to.
Okay, but this is the Netflix problem, because when Netflix launched, the frustration was, well, wait, I want to watch this, but it's not on Netflix. And Netflix said, don't worry, our catalog's getting bigger all the time. Then they started making originals, et cetera, et cetera. Now people still complain that Netflix doesn't have everything because Netflix let people believe that that would happen. I think Microsoft has a better chance of making a service where you can play everything. Like they could get Sony on board someday, but it's not 100% certain. And we could be heading to a world like we have with streaming movies where you have to figure out which service has the movie you want to watch. And sometimes it used to be there, but this month it's not because it moved somewhere else. And that feels like that could also happen.
It's definitely a transition point, and they're straddling that whole, like, are we an app content delivery service, or are we still in this hardware game console?
Oh, they're not
ecosystem?
straddling. They're firmly stepping towards we are a cloud-based service, and anything
they're
else
throwing in.
that not serving our cloud-based service is something we need to fix.
I mean,
eventually.
it's definitely they're definitely playing to their strengths. They're definitely playing to a plan to kind of.
That's Satya Nadella's plan. Is we're cloud. We're cloud and AI.
Oh yeah, whether the other folks at Xbox leadership care or not, Satya Nadella that is the plan.
Yeah. And I honestly think it's a smart plan because while Roger, you're right, there are a lot of difficulties getting there, and maybe Microsoft doesn't make it there. Maybe somebody else does it better, but somebody is going to get there where it's like, hey, you just buy a thing, you buy a device, and you play your games. You just pay us $20 a month, and then you've got it.
And it's interesting because I've always seen Xbox more as, I know it's always sort of been their hardware video gaming platform, but more of the way DirectX has just always been a platform. It's a target requirement for developers to aim for, to have compatibility issues resolved.
I don't think most people think of it that way, including developers. I think.
Well, average people sure don't. They're
well, I know, and
direct
but it at some point when they go like, okay, we're cloud only. I mean, you're still competing with.
I don't think they'll ever say cloud only. I mean, I think they'll go cloud only when the consumers stop using anything but cloud. I don't think they'll ever go cloud only.
Yeah, there's no day where they go, all right, everybody ready? Pull the switch. It's
cloud is the priority because I think that's just where everything's going. Microsoft or not.
The Netflix example again.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
There's
we didn't lose Blu-rays. They still exist, and they actually have these little comebacks every once in a while for various reasons. But streaming is the thing that most people use.
The thing, and the blue market, the Blu-ray market for discs has shrunk considerably. I mean, it's not gone. You're right.
No, it's a niche. And I think that's kind of I imagine that's where gaming's headed to.
Yeah, I think that's the direction they want. I mean, nobody will say it out loud, but they're kind of following the template. And they're putting a lot on the line that the template is exactly the same. And there are parts of it I don't think are exactly the same. And so, I think it's a little bit of a risk in some ways that they haven't maybe thought of. But for the most part, I think all this stuff's really been smart for them. Because what else are they going to do? Just capitulate to, well, Sony beat us this time again. We really blew it with the 4.
Well, I mean, it's not that, like, I don't think their path is viable. I just don't know if this particular strategy with the handheld is going to.
The other advantage to the Windows-based handheld that Microsoft is leaning into, but any handheld that runs Windows can do this too, is you can play almost everything, right? Maybe not all of it goes through the Xbox platform, although Microsoft would like as much of it to go through there as possible. But in ways you can't with Steam Deck, you can. It's like almost everything is made for Windows at some point. In some way, with a few exceptions,
including Sony games, which is is the part that people are forgetting about this is that when this happens when this handheld launches with Microsoft's name all over it and their interface, their new interface they're putting in there to manage all your systems and your games in your stores, this will include AAA Sony games. Wherever they are on PC, you will be playing them. And there are a considerable number of those.
And why do you think that is?
Because Sony didn't want to miss out on the
No, why do you think that people don't understand that there are Sony games on a Microsoft Xbox?
Because they're listening to you
No,
telling them it's confusing.
It's not confusing at all, because all you have to do is say, hey, by the way, your entire Steam library also works on here. And they go,
great.
Oh my
so
gosh.
that means when I use my Xbox console, I can also play those PlayStation games.
But no one is thinking, oh, I'm going to go get that great Sony game, Spider-Man. They're thinking, I'm going to go get Spider-Man. Oh, it's made by Sony. Cool.
Yeah. It's also a niche who knows stuff.
And to that point, they're picking up their device and going, I can play Spider-Man on this, right? And either they can or they can't.
Right.
And then if they can't, they blame the device.
Yeah. And they'll be able to, because it will.
Because they won't have the word Xbox on it.
Guild for anymore. Because, yeah, exactly.
I mean, it runs on a Steam Deck through Proton Translation. It'll run fine in Windows, so that's not even an issue. And either
I'm not saying that it can't. I'm not saying that it can't. I this circles back to what I said. I think it muddies the waters. There isn't a clear understanding of. You think Xbox, you think of this library of games, right?
But how does that play out for the average consumer? And not even the average consumer. We're talking about the niche that likes these kind of games. Do they say, I'm not going to buy that, I'm confused?
Well, that's the thing. It's like for consumers who are buying for a holiday, it's like, oh, they have a yada yada machine. That's not how it works, though. They go, what do you want? Because I don't know anything about this. And they say, I would like the Xbox ROG Ally. And then they go buy it. Or they say, I want the Steam Deck. I've had to buy for extended relatives. And, one of the questions I was going to say, they have a PS5. They have a Switch. What game should I get?
Mm-hmm. Oh, but you're talking about shopping for games. That's different, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
that's
people.
I see what you're saying.
I know they play games. I want to buy them a game. What platform do they play on? That's not what this is about. This is I'm going to buy them a console, and then you buy them a console. You're not. Yeah. That is an interesting side note of this. Is buying people games kind of goes away unless they play.
Or you just give them an Xbox,
you just give them an Xbox
Ultimate
gift card.
Game Pass and just be done with it.
You give them a gift card.
It says Xbox. Your little machine says Xbox. It should work here,
and it will.
And that's what they want. Yep. That's exactly what they want. They don't care that every single game isn't represented. No, but nobody can do that. Sony can't.
Well,
do that.
I mean,
nobody can.
Honestly, most games are not worth playing. Be honest, like a lot of games kind of suck.
Why are you people wasting your time?
Like there are some amazing games, but not all games are amazing.
I mean, it's not wrong.
No, but there's a world of indie and small and medium and B level that people don't even know about because they haven't been exposed to one of these environments.
I play Monument Valley 3 all the time because I love that style of game.
That's why the Criterion streaming service is so popular on movies.
They should have Criterion games. I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, Criterion Collection.
Just as popular as the Criterion.
It should be a physical package with just a digital download, UPC or QR code, but it has all these like little like tchotchkes and stuff in the back.
Okay, Nintendo.
Yeah, right. I don't know if that ever takes off with games because of Amos's dripping sarcasm there. I think is quite common, but music is starting to see this where. Like if you're a fan of a particular band, you can go buy a key that gets you the download of their album on your favorite streaming service.
Yep.
And then, but you're getting a box with like photo cards or, a special tchotchke or keychain or, stuff. And it's because you like that artist. You love Sabrina Carpenter. So you want to buy that little box of Sabrina Carpenter stuff.
Clippings of her hair in it and stuff.
Speaking of which, my daughter just sent me a message as we were talking saying I might have just scored a signed Taylor Swift CD.
There you go. Right.
See? Nice
signed by Taylor Swift or by?
Signed by Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not signed by Jim. Down at the at the local.
It's signed by the Taylor Swift signing machine.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, you remember, and that's the thing. That's the future. I mean, Infocom really leaned into this because their games are so small and they weren't even copy protected. But what made the games so stand out was all the stuff they packaged in the game box, right? The feelies. Whether you played Zork, they threw a Zork mid in it. You played Wishbringer, they had the Wishing Stone. Oh, is that it?
No, this is my example of what you're talking about. All the music contained in this box set by Metallica is available on Apple Music.
Yeah, you can
And
just
yet
get it.
I still spent $250 to buy the
So
box
are
set.
there
'cause the
CDs in it or anything?
There are CDs, there are DVDs, there are LPs, there are books, there are stickers. Like it's
Are
but
they-
all
are
the
they-
music is available on my subscription plan through Apple Music.
Are there like novel like are the vinyls colored? Like back in the day when they released special albums, they would be like gold or
I don't
red.
think these are.
blue.
I know all the Taylor Swift ones are. They're all.
That's how you know you paid for something. Your album's blue.
That's how you know that money left your bank account.
Oh,
I bought the Battlestar Galactica because it had the Cylon head on the box set.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm madly typing here because Jason Howell's checking in from Dublin. He is awaiting a spice bag for dinner.
A
Oh,
spice
I thought-
bag. What is that?
Wait a minute.
I think it's from the worms of Ireland.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
They put out the
I
spice.
thought
and then-
didn't
the
what's his name
Navigators.
drove out all the snakes out of Ireland?
yeah, St. Patrick drove out
Thanks,
all the
St. Patrick.
snakes.
Yeah,
I guess
he
you
had to
missed the
walk.
worm.
He had to walk carefully so they didn't
Yeah.
do anything weird.
That's Ireland, right? Where they
Yeah.
have the worms and the spice.
I'm sure that's it. Yeah, it must flow.
Yeah. But he's got 3 interviews already, and someone
Nice.
has been buying rounds and rounds of Guinness for everyone.
Oh
So-
goodness, what's he there for? Is there an event or something?
Yeah. Enterprise Ireland is an arm of the Irish government that promotes venture capitalism.
Okay.
And they paid for a bunch of people to come out for the NFL game this Sunday and then meet with a bunch of Irish startups. I think they're trying to combat the theory that like, oh, Ireland, it's just a tax dodge, right? It's where Facebook puts its headquarters so it can avoid paying taxes. They're like, no, we have actual tech startups here. And so he's interviewed, he's got 3 interviews in the can that are really good. And he's got some more opportunities tomorrow. And then we're going to roll those into DTNS. And he's making a travel log video
nice.
of the whole shebang. The one thing he's worried about is like, I'm not getting a lot of video of the tech aspect of this yet. But I'm like, you know what? If it just ends up being rounds and rounds of Guinness, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it is
Guinness
Ireland after
tech.
all. No, that's great.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. I think I saw a TikTok or something of him in some beautiful place, and I wasn't clicking with me
There you
that
go,
I was
Roger.
in Ireland of all places.
so
here,
it does have special art.
Is this the
Oh, that's
vinyl?
nice.
Yeah,
What
this
is that?
the-
Is that their? I see. It's the same.
Yeah.
on the backside of the band.
Oh,
That's the thing.
And
that
in its
people
greatest
do now.
configuration, fight me.
Yeah.
that's use the best portrait of yourselves. Not the
Yeah,
one-
well,
mean, that is-
this has Jason Newsted in it, which is my favorite iteration of Metallica.
Oh, you don't like what's
Rob
his name?
Trujillo?
Yeah, you don't like Trujillo.
I don't like his stage presence, and I don't really feel that he brings anything musically to the band.
Damn.
Jason, I loved his
tell me what
stage
you're
presence,
really
and I
think.
loved his playing. And I never
He's
got to
great.
experience Cliff live, but his music was great, but I never got to experience him live. So
I just noticed that Batfink said we should title this episode Paul O'Trades. The great Irish hero, Paul O'Trades.
Oh, hello, Paul O'Trades.
yeah, when they make the still suits, they're a little different in Ireland than the ones in the book.
They're just stills. They just
Yeah.
make whiskey on your body. Yeah.
Yeah, you're drinking. You got that whiskey going right up your nose. And those things.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, that'll be all right. Is part 3 done yet? That's the other question I always have. when
Oh,
Doom
is there
comes up.
a part 3?
Yeah, they're working on it.
Huh?
And then when
That
he's
would
done with that,
be-
he's the next James Bond.
That'd be the
director, so-
second book, right? Part 3.
Yeah, they're doing.
But wasn't there part of the second book in the second movie?
Yes, so it's a little bit mixed up.
Yeah,
But
okay.
which is good because the second book is. I'm gonna just say
I've
it.
only
It's a
read the
little. It's real obtuse, but it's called. What is it? Savior of
Children
Dune?
of
No, not children. That's after that.
Children of Dune.
No, that's third.
Parents of Dune.
Some Messiah, Dune Messiah. That's it.
Dune Messiah.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah, I
a
skipped
weird
that one.
freaking book. It's hard one.
The one I wanted to try to get into, but that was written by his son, was the Butler and Jihad.
The Butlerian Jihad. Yeah, I read those. they
heard those are
they
all
had a
right.
very different tone. And I think he was smart to be like, I'm not going to try to pretend to be my dad. But I liked them. I thought they were really good concepts and really well written.
That is like one of those bits of
That was Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson team.
There you go. Yep.
Of the lore that's always so fascinating to me. That whole period of time, that tumultuous
Oh yeah, when the machine wars and all that. Yeah.
And it's not
That
even like
stuff's cool.
Captain Power in the Machine Wars. It's just like straight up.
No, it's not like that at all. Thank goodness for
it's
everybody
very
involved.
different.
Oh, I loved Captain Power. That was great. The whole idea of shooting your TV during the show and
Sure.
you would have things happen.
I did
Yeah,
not
so
like
it's
Captain Power.
Dune. Oh, geez. Okay. The in-universe chronology. Here, let me show this. This is
it's
the in-universe
crazy.
chronology of all the books.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want the originals. And they're like, nope. You get them all on Wikipedia.
Yeah. The Brian Herbert stuff they stick in there, and
Book
you can't help.
2, Muad'Dib
Yeah.
from 1965.
Heroes of Dune sounds like a card
Book 3, The
trading card
Prophet.
game.
It sounds like a mobile game or something.
And then Children of Dune was
Play
1976.
Heroes of Dune.
Children's of Dune.
Make
And what
and
was the
pay
one with the end
microtransactions.
where Soros just sort of has the entire
God
Sandworms
Emperor.
of
prophecy?
Doom?
Is that the one where he finally sheds the I'm no longer a giant worm?
Well, Chapter House Dune was the last of the first 6.
The one
I
with
think
God Emperor was the one that had
Heretics
the
of
worm.
Dune or God Emperor is the one where he
Yeah,
where
that's the big
Leto
worm one.
Leto
Le-
worm.
Why is
Leto
it
the
never
worm.
like a God president or a God
don't know.
prime minister
Oh, doesn't sound as
It's always
cool.
emperor
That's why.
or God king?
If
Nobody
you're
wants to hear
if you're
God
part
president.
God, are you going to limit yourself to being prime minister? No.
Yeah.
You're going to shoot high. I'm a god, for goodness sake.
Yeah, Emperor is way closer to like fantasy and stuff anyway. So.
Is it because it is, or is it just tradition?
Well,
It
it's a
could be
fantasy.
tradition.
So.
Well, yeah, you lean into whatever you got. I just reread the first Law books, and I love that series. And they do that a lot. Like, there's terminology for leadership that is just cooler sounding than what we would give it today. You know, no one says prime minister; they say high lector and things like that.
High lectern to the
Yeah.
dais.
To the dais with the lectern and the
To the dais.
My daughter just finished the Dragonlance Chronicles, the trilogy, and
Oh, that's real good.
going
awesome.
going through and because I've got the special edition hardcover, and going through and just chatting with her about the story, and as she's going through, I'm kind of like reliving my umpteenth reading of the story. Man, those are so good.
They're really good.
I mean, it reaffirms my collection idea here.
Did y'all see that EA in advance talks to go private? Silver Lake.
I did see that.
I think
Yeah.
it's Silver Lake and let me see. Yeah, Silver Lake and Saudi Arabian investment group PIF, as well
Yeah.
as Affinity Partners.
I
Does
did
that
hear
mean
this.
the game will be good again?
I mean, that's what they want you to think. I think that they've had so much trouble for so long and had so many failed attempts to do certain
It means they
things
won't be able to blame public stockholders.
That's true. That's true.
But
They'll
they
get-
don't ask. But if
they
they
could
go
get-
private, then they also don't have to make their numbers public, right?
Correct, but then the private investors want to get a return, so it's not like they'll be like, "Great, we can lose money now," right?
Yeah,
So-
they don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they may not just be chasing trends anymore, which is EA's biggest downfall lately. Is they chase trends like crazy. They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's
And-
big. We're going to do that. Oh, that's
these
big.
are
We're going to do
not-
that."
These are not like these are companies that want to make a big return. These aren't like the so-called vulture capitalists that come in and buy dying brands and then milk them for everything. Like this,
Right.
this is Silver Lake, right? They're going to want a big return. This isn't just like let's squeeze what we can before it dies.
EA
So,
still
yeah.
has their Star Wars license, right?
They have one.
Just
Multiple
one, just-
studios have the license now. So
But
There's
is there
games, yeah, it's
because
not
I know the
exclusive.
last couple of Star Wars games are kind of snorry from E EA.
yeah, their Battlefield game is highly regarded, but it didn't sell very well.
I mean, I played
did
Battlefield
EA do
too.
the Jedi?
Oh, Jedi Outcast. Is that one?
The one with
Well,
the
those are old,
The
but
ginger
yeah.
Jedi.
Oh, that one. No, that's
Yeah.
that is EA, but that's the developer is oh crap. Everyone loves them. They made Titanfall.
Oh yeah. Gosh, dang it.
They were the old Call of Duty people before they left
Not
Activision.
Gosh, if only you could look it up on the internet.
I know.
Star Wars.
Gosh dang it. Why can't I remember their names? It's going to
Not
piss me off.
Outcast. What am I thinking?
As soon as I hear it, I'm going to just hit myself.
Yeah. Why can't I remember?
Talk about these guys all the time.
Gosh darn! I just played that.
They
game.
also made Apex
Why
Legends.
is this taking? Fine, I'll do it.
I'm
Who
looking
made
for it.
Titanfall? Respawn.
Oh, Respawn Entertainment! Gosh dang it!
Why did that take so long? You just type in "Who made Titanfall" and you get the
I don't
answer.
know. I figured one of you would do it.
No, I was
Oh,
looking
you
at
were just
the-
waiting for me to do it. Okay, fine, fair enough.
So
Yep,
wait, the
letting
last
Tom-
one was they did was Jedi Survivor,
Yeah, awesome
which
game.
was that's all right.
What do you mean? It was
just
really
alright.
good. That was
Was
a
it?
great game. Yeah.
I thought it was just a lot of tropey pieces that they sort of clubbed together.
I don't know. I thought it was.
That's what
I
Scott
actually
liked
liked
about it.
I liked Fallen Order better, but the story seemed to cut off abruptly at the
Well,
end.
yeah. I didn't like Fallen Order as much as the second one, but the second one had a bunch of issues at launch with.
Survivor had a lot
tech
of
issues.
like fetch questing, which kind of bugged me.
Well, I don't.
I
guess
haven't played
that's,
it yet.
you know, I don't mind
I
those.
beat the first one and then found this one on sale. I was like, well, I better pick it up. So
I mean,
so
it's
you
not,
have
it's
it.
a
You should
it's
play
a
it.
good game, but I thought I was expecting like man, this is gonna be better than. I was like, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
I was disappointed
honestly, the
by
reason I
Star
haven't
Wars
played it
Squadrons. I was
is
hoping
because
it would be,
it's on PlayStation, and I rarely sit down on my PS5.
Squadrons was an attempt to make a VR game successful, and it didn't really work. It's an
and then
okay
they
game.
ported
though.
it over, and it
Yeah,
was just.
it's all right. They made it 2D for everything else, and it's fine.
But
it's not terrible though.
It's not terrible, but it's not even Wing Commander level of interesting.
Well, yeah, because Wing Commander's an all-time classic, so I don't.
But I mean, just like the structure of the missions and stuff, it was more like, ooh, you get to do all these things inside the cockpit, and less on like, hey, this is a really interesting mission. We should explore more of it.
That's what I mean. Is they were so focused on let's make this some crazy our entry into VR again, chasing trends, and then losing the plot. They do that a lot.
I mean, are you excited for Zero Company? Because I'm not.
I don't know. What's the one that Quantic Dream's working on? About the High Republic or something? That one seems interesting, and those guys make some pretty weird games. So I have high hopes for that, but that's a ways
Eclipse.
off. Eclipse, yeah.
That one
wanna
looks that one looks so ambitious. I don't know how well it's going to actually look when it's an actual game.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's Quantic Dream.
I mean, that's video games in general, but like you look at like, man, this looks really cool, so ambitious, and then you play, it's like, why are there so many rails? Why is everything on rails?
sometimes things are overly ambitious, and it shoots them in the foot. No doubt about it.
Here's something Scott will love. YouTube is testing AI hosts.
Oh, you know what? I don't like
The
that
hosts
at all.
will share stories and trivia about the music you're listening to on YouTube Music.
So it's like
terrible.
a VJ but artificial.
Horrible.
Yeah, Spotify has this already, and it's actually not bad, honestly.
Okay, if it's not somebody trying to be quirky and funny and like be whatever, that's fine. If it's just like,
Sharing
hey, did
relevant
you know?
stories, fan trivia, and fun commentary
Okay, I need to
Oh,
know
are
what
they
that
gonna-
about
fan
your
are
there
favorite
is.
music.
It
long as
You
it
know, what
doesn't
you know what I want? If they're going to put something like this on YouTube, I want AI to create a pop-up video experience
Yeah,
as I'm
remember
watching
that?
music videos on
Oh
YouTube.
yeah.
I used to love that.
That would be amazing. Give me that. I don't need
Huge
to hear a
fan.
voice, just little bubbles, pop, pop, and give me the fact about
Yeah.
that scene or whatever. You know, that'd be great.
Yeah, somebody's got to be working on that.
That'd be so amazing.
I loved pop-up video.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Rick Astley was in the middle of divorce when he recorded this hit.
Yeah, it was that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it was great. And AI would be very good at doing that on the fly.
I mean,
And
if
be
you give
pretty
me
good at
that
it.
and give me commentary on how the music, like things about the music, like, oh, key change coming up, you know, and oh my gosh, I would be,
Actually,
I would
it
never
would be
leave my
funny if
desk.
they could include
Oh,
it.
the bigger story here is that this is the first product out of YouTube Labs, a way for you to test cutting edge AI experiments on YouTube.
I'm going to go ahead
So
and
hopefully someone
say
is working on pop-up video.
it's the
So, yeah,
fun
exactly,
commentary
maybe.
part I have concerns about. Because
I
none
yeah, I
of that
don't-
stuff's fun.
I don't need
They're
the
all
commentary.
They're all bad.
What I could use is here's the hit number 2 was held back by this other song, but it stayed number 2 for 13 weeks, which was a record this year, and then just play the song, you know. Like give me that irreverent stuff, the random knowledge, but don't make it try to seem like you're hosting the music.
Yeah, or you need. Yeah, I don't want Steve Buscemi with a "Hey, fellow kids" look on his face. With his paper. I don't.
I'm trying
need
to
that.
see if I can
Yeah.
find an example, and they haven't posted any examples.
What
of
if they just took you, Scott, and you hosted it to yourself?
Well, they pay me enough. They know how to get a hold of me. So.
Be among the first to discover the next generation of YouTube. Join YouTube Labs. Okay, I joined. By clicking join now, you agree. Okay, I agree.
Oh no.
And then I don't have anything else.
You've agreed to.
It's like here.
Nick with a C in the chat
you
says,
are ours now. Sorry.
Nick with a C in the chat says, "How do you do, fellow humans?"
Yeah, that's what the DJ is saying. Yeah, this is it. It's just like be among the first to do the thing. Okay, great. Where are the things? I want to try them. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about the things. We're working on those.
We'll do that later.
Yeah. What do you got? Nothing else to do?
No,
Get out of here.
You signed over your life to have access to all the things.
You have to tell us if you're a cop.
There are no things.
Cheese it. It's the fuzz. Oh man, that's great.
There was less to that story that I thought based on this tech meme. YouTube is testing AI hosts who will share stories and trivia. It's like, oh, it's just the Spotify thing. Eileen has had the Spotify thing on before, and it's just a guy who comes on like, okay, that was a jam. Let's slow things down with the number one song from 1973.
Nope. Immediately turn that off.
Why?
Why?
Here, hold on.
Hardly
anything.
Because I'm
just
with
like
you.
Typical DJ stuff.
I'm with you on this because I can't stand when they pretend to be hip humans. What I want them to do.
They're not. Why? How is that hip?
But I have the solution, Tom. This is the world of technology. All you got to do is let me toggle it and say, just straight ahead or flourish it. Whatever the two toggles are. And
what
the one
was
is
the
just
flourish? That I was giving you probably the simplest version of any kind of host you could have.
Give me that word again that you used. What'd you say?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe my word choice is the problem then.
Because you said something like that was a hip happening tune or some shit.
No,
I
can't remember what I said. I was like, that was an upbeat jam. Oh, I said a jam.
Jam. I don't want them telling me what a jam is. I want them to.
Oh God! If it was
say,
a human on the radio, you wouldn't care though.
No, I wouldn't.
This
exactly.
is why I don't listen. This is
Okay.
why I don't listen to radio, though.
This is exactly it. But that aside, though, at least from a human, I know
you just
I can
don't want
expect
this,
it.
then. Yeah.
I
just
want it.
want
You know
a
what?
human.
I like the info. I'd like them to say,
All right.
that was so-and-so with their
Let me
hit.
let me
blah, blah,
try
blah.
it again
Here's
in a
the
way
next song.
I think you'll find acceptable.
All right.
That was a song. Here is another song.
Yeah. But I don't want them to say song. They can say,
What if-
was American Idiot by Green Day.
That was American Idiot by Green Day.
What if
this
that
is
was-
not American Idiot by Green Day?
If you could toggle something like, I don't want the lifelike personality stuff. Hey, blah 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 blah. But I do want you to tell me the artist.
You don't want it to be lifelike. Okay.
Yeah,
Got
that's
it.
what I
No,
don't want.
I don't
So
want
what
it
if
to.
it sounded like
I don't want to
Siri?
go into that valley. I want to stay well away from the valley. I don't want to ever have it in my mind. This is a person or attempting to be.
I
So,
feel like I
like
have
even-
to
so
find
what
the-
about
the
if you had the,
Spotify artificial DJ?
the notebook?
If you came on and said
LLM.
that was Green Day's American Idiot, which was produced in 2001 off the whatever album. Here's the next, or here's something from Pink or something like that, or whatever, like give me something like that, or give me those
I'm
options.
100% on team you today on this. This is 100% correct. Everything you're saying. That's what I want. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't have the other thing. So for the Toms of the world who want that, let me toggle it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Who said I want that?
Well, no, I'm just saying, let me toggle it, and then we're solved, and it's an easy technological fix.
All right,
to
I'm going
toggle.
to play you. I'm going to play you this is Spotify. This is not YouTube. Maybe YouTube's will be entirely different, but you're going to hate it.
I'm gonna tell you when I give it a thumbs down.
Oh yeah,
All right,
it's going to
go.
be real fast. Get that thumb ready.
It's ready.
Max, what's going on? I'm X, and from this moment on, I'm going to be your own personal AI DJ on Spotify. Let's go.
Hate it.
For some of your old summertime favorites, see if it warms you up.
Hate it.
I'm trying to get away from the music.
All right, Max, let's get you out of your feels and switch up the vibe. You've been into dance music lately. I got this brand new release to get you moving. Introducing DJ, the best of Spotify made just for you, one tap away.
Yeah, I got an accent that makes me seem cool.
Nope.
Freaking
I
F that.
think that is customizable.
Okay. Well, if it is, I'd like that. GPT lets you change that. It's like, don't be so friendly with me. Just be a robot for a minute.
Everyone complains that, that AI doesn't sound like a real person. And then as soon as it does, that AI sounds too much like a real person.
Well, I'm all into the idea of, so if they make a Star Trek movie, do you want them to make it perfectly talking robot sentience? Or do you want it to go, I don't have any data right now you want the latter? Because we already have people that sound like this other thing. We want this off-sounding thing.
I think most people want it to sound like a human, though.
So, for
it may be
example,
true. That may be true. I don't know.
For example, when you're talking to your Echo device, right, and you say, Echo, turn on the dining room, and the lights come on, and then it's like, by the way, blah, blah, blah. As soon as it says, by the way, and wants to give me some other information, I'm immediately angry at it and want to throw it through a wall.
Oh, yeah. Because that's not what you asked it for.
Right.
I wanted you to turn on the lights. I didn't need you to upsell me on something.
Right.
The only thing you should be asking is, would you like me to set the mood for dinner? Because it's about that time and I'm usually doing that. Yes,
but the DJ
great.
thing, it sounds like you just don't like DJs, which is totally fair. But the DJ thing, some people like to hear somebody, talking and telling them what the songs are and all that. So
that's great for them.
I feel like that if you want that, this is the way you should do it. You're just saying I don't want that at all, which is
I wouldn't mind the information. I don't want the personality.
Yeah, I don't need them using the word jam, hip, or vibe. I don't need any of that.
That was Metallica, Kill 'Em All.
Yeah.
And now the next song.
No, I don't even
Jodie
need
Foster.
that was. I just
I don't need.
You don't even want like.
No, so we played a game in Hawaii
Metallica,
where
Kill 'Em All.
we would sit there and play cards and have some drinks.
Jody Watley.
And we'd have the music channels playing in the background.
Tony Basil, Mickey.
And you got a point for the artist, a point for the song name, point for the year that it was released, and a point for the album. And if you got all four of those, you got a fifth point. Now, we didn't actually keep track of the points, but it was fun to say, I got 5 on that one, right? That's what I want. You just the song finishes, and then it just comes in, Tony Basil.
Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey. 2000 or 1990 or 1985
Tony
or
Basil,
whatever.
Mickey, 2004.
It's just a slider. You go, little info, lots of info, personality slider. Supercomputery or make him a wackadoo.
This is why product managers never make anything.
Turn my entire playlist into Morning Zoo. I want to hear all the buzzes, bings, zips, zooms, and everything else. Like So when I'm taking a shower in the morning, I hear half a song, the other half is just some random person.
Yeah, let people have control.
Making fart jokes while I'm trying to get a shower.
Speaking of people that are not human, Mark Gurman has another story up from Bloomberg. Apple has developed a ChatGPT-like iPhone app codenamed Veritas to prepare for the Siri overhaul next year. It's meant for internal use right now. They're evaluating features, and Gurman's sources are telling them the new Siri will come in March.
And that's based on GPT, right?
It is a GPT-like iPhone app, but it is apparently developed on Apple's own algorithms.
Their own models.
That part I haven't read all the way into the story to know if that's what he's saying or not.
Okay.
I tell you what, just the fact that when I ask Siri something, it just automatically refers to ChatGPT now if it can't find an answer is amazing.
Oh, I love it. I like that.
There's not that step in the middle where it's like, I couldn't find it. Would you like me to refer off to something else? Yes.
Yeah.
It just
I want the
does
answer. It's like, I can't find the answer. Do you want the answer? Yeah, it's what I came here for.
So here we go. The Veritas app is being used internally at Apple to test the new underlying system codenamed Linwood that Apple built to power Siri. Okay. That software relies on large language models and combines work from Apple's own foundation models with a third-party model, but it doesn't say which one.
Okay.
Linwood, huh? Is it going to name something else? South Lawson? Like, what's going on here?
You don't like Linwood?
Just pick on the name.
I don't know. Linwood's not bad. Kind of like a good name.
What does Linwood remind me of?
Reminds me of Dr. Dre.
Linwood. It reminds me of
maybe it's just
because he's called it out several times I
can't think of it.
Maybe Dre got to name this one.
Doesn't he usually say Inglewood? You get him saying Inglewood a lot.
Yeah, well,
Inglewood.
So,
and that's what I want from my Dr. Dre. I don't want
that
it
is
from
a
my
great
AI
that is a great way for me to end this.
Do you know what I'm saying? Let Dr. Dre talk like that. Tell the robots to just cool it, to calm down. That's all.
There's been a trend at concerts for the artist to sell merchandise with the local name on it. Right. So if you're in New York, you can buy like like a jersey that says, the artist's name and the local name. It says New York on it. La Seraphim just did their concert tour. When they were in Chicago, it said Chicago. When it was in Atlanta, they said Atlanta. When it was in LA,
oh no, what does it say?
it says Inglewood.
Oh,
Because that's where the forum is where they performed.
Oh my gosh.
Which I can't decide if it's like super cool or like, but now people don't know that it was.
I kind of love that. If you're asking me which one I prefer,
Is that is that just like a
LA,
windbreaker?
No, it's a baseball jersey.
So this would be like, but seeing, going to Phoenix and watching the concert and getting the thing
it
says
says
surprise
Mesa.
on it.
Yeah, or
whatever.
surprise. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, surprise Arizona.
And in fact,
Yeah.
in Dallas, it says Grand Prairie because that was the suburb where the arena was. Yeah,
Really?
That's a better look at it.
That's funny, dude. What a weird thing for them to do, especially considering the market of LA is so massive. Why would you?
And they kept saying "Hello, Los Angeles" during the concert, and like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're playing LA. Like
They should have said hello, Los Angeles, and goodbye to the people we fired who screwed up and made the shirts wrong.
Goodbye. No, they say hello, Los Angeles. Goodbye, Inglewood.
goodbye to the overly literal people who put just looked at the venue address.
But understand this, Tom. If they ever change it, that Inglewood jersey of yours is going to go up massively in value.
Change
Oh
what?
yeah, you're about to make some
Like
big
if they do another concert and they do another set
Oh
of jerseys.
no! Unfortunately, it won't because this is only available at that concert at that time. So it's not like they'll come out with a revised version of it. It's just
So whatever,
next time they
whatever
tour,
value
it'll
it
be a
has, it's
different
already going to
thing.
have.
Yeah, exactly. Sadly, in this case.
Yeah.
Well, this was fun, y'all.
So much for your jersey hawking
I know.
side hustle.
I appreciate you trying to help me make it big on eBay.
If you're a sneakerhead as a person into sneakers, what do you call if you're into jerseys?
Jersey back.
Jersey Mike. No, I don't know.
Well, sneakerhead. So you're just a jersey head? Because it's not like you wear sneakers on your head.
You know what? That sounds right. Sneakerhead.
Oh,
I
a
like it.
sneakerhead is a thing.
Or I mean, sorry, the other thing.
Jersey
If
head.
you're into
Jersey head.
erasers, you're an eraser head.
Jacket Head. That's a band name. That'd be great.
What?
Jacket Heads. I would name
Jacket
them.
heads.
Yeah. I like that. It's like meat puppets.
Ah,
Yeah. Big fan. Not of the band, but of the name.
I miss the meat puppets. One
They're
down,
up there
three to
with
go,
Mud
one
Honey
down,
for
three
me,
to go.
which is not very high.
They're up there with Mud Honey with you. All right.
Which is not very high.
Why? What do you have against these great?
They just never really gelled.
You don't have to say you hate something when someone else brings it up.
Did I say I
do.
hate them? You're so negative, Tom.
I feel like if he doesn't, if he didn't say, how would I know that Roger hated something so much? He's, this is it's like a PSA. I like it.
Oh my gosh. Andrew Bosworth said in an interview, this is going to be our last thing before we go, in an interview on The Verge. Oh, it's paywalled. But here, let's go back. There is a humanoid robot internally called Metabot.
Oh boy. Okay. I don't like it.
That is the next AR size bet and envisions licensing the software to other robot makers.
And this is Meta's doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Comes with a free hoodie.
Yeah. They cast Mark Zuckerberg in the new movie to follow up to the sequel to.
Oh.
They cast Mark Zuckerberg to play himself?
They cast a new guy to play him, and I forgot his name. He's someone we all know. I forgot his name.
Michael Fassbender.
If only we could look it up.
Well, I was
Who's
hoping you would because I'm lazy.
playing Mark Zuckerberg in the next movie about Facebook.
I think that got announced today.
Jeremy Strong.
There it is. We know him. He's the dude from one of the people from
Succession. Oh,
Succession.
yeah. He's the oldest son in Succession.
Yeah, the kind of the main dude in Succession. I think he's in that.
I kind of don't like that casting for myself. He'll do a great job at it, but I won't be able to stop seeing him from Succession.
Yeah. He's got a lot of other
which is
good- I don't
unfair
know.
to Jeremy Strong. I want to apologize to Jeremy Strong for feeling that way because that sucks. He should be able to play whatever he wants. I'm sure.
He'll get
and
back
you know
there.
what? Good actors like him usually overcome that for me, like in the first 20 seconds. So
Yeah, he'll make it work. I'm confident.
All right. Well, we leave you all to make it work for the rest of this day and into the weekend. Thank you, Roger.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome, Tom.
Thank you, Amos.
Oh,
Thank you, patrons. Goodbye.
Have a great weekend.